Everyone is fighting for a championship. Penta's fighting for dominance, pride. And in a match like this, the right mindset changes everything. So here's a little bit of a backstory of this match. Well, there really isn't a really lengthy backstory. Penta wants to prove that he's the best. Penta wants to assert his dominance over the division of the mid-card spot. So Penta wanted to contest his Intercontinental Championship in a ladder match at WrestleMania. So each superstar that is competing in this match have all competed in qualifying matches on WWE's main event. This is something I did not know, as I'm not a regular fan watching main event, but it just goes to show you don't pay attention. Sometimes you might miss the important details. This match will see the following: Penta, Rusev, Dragon Lee, Javon Evans, Rey Mysterio, and JD McDonough, who, as I said, all competed in qualifying matches on WWE's main event. Now, you could argue that some of these superstars don't deserve a spot. For example, like Dragon Lee, he went from feuding with Gunther to having a spot in this ladder match. Or Rusev, who's failed in his attempts already at capturing the Intercontinental Championship. To Javon Evans, it just came out of nowhere. Or Rey Mysterio, who was added to this match at the last minute, but considering now I know that they all completed qualifying matches except for Rey Mysterio, I guess it makes a whole lot of sense. But then when I also thought about this as well, who else could they have put in this match? Penta needed an opponent for WrestleMania, so a match like this makes sense. Also, we also have guys who are pretty athletic, so this should make for an exciting match. JD McDonough takes huge bumps. Javon Evans is bouncy. We know Rey Mysterio is also high flying. And it's interesting to see what Dragon Lee can do. Penta, I haven't seen him in a ladder match before, but I'm interested to see what he can also do in a match of this format. Only superstar that I'm a little bit confused about would be Rusev, as I don't know what Rusev can potentially do, but if you're looking for a strong, solid base for some of these moves, these high-powered spots, or these spots where you need a lot of power and a powerful guy, I think Rusev definitely has a spot in this match. Now, personally, I have Penta winning this match. I think he needs to win it. They're very high on him at the moment. Penta's still on an amazing push. He gets a lot of crowd reactions wherever he goes. And I feel like there's still a lot more that they could get out of Penta, because when you think about it, or when you think about the alternative, if you put the championship on JD McDonough, it kind of goes nowhere. He's kind of stuck in limbo at the moment, considering that the Judgment Day is pretty much broken without Finn Balor being in there, at least as far as JD is concerned. Dragon Lee has no one else to feud with after that, and even if you put him with anybody on this list other than Penta or Rey Mysterio, I'd say the matches aren't really interesting, and I don't feel like the crowd would be emotionally invested. You could put the championship on Rey Mysterio, but then the question then becomes, who does he feud with? Does he go on to feud with Dragon Lee? Does he go on to feud with Penta? But I feel for that to happen, one of them would have to turn heel. And I don't see WWE prepared to make the switch on Penta going heel anytime soon. There's just no upside to it. So with that said, I see Penta walking away as the champion after WrestleMania. And then at least Penta can say he asserted his dominance over the other superstars, thus proving he's a major player within WWE. What do you all think? Do you think there's going to be a surprise victory? Or do you think Penta can do exactly what he said he was going to do and prove his dominance over the other superstars? Let me know in the comment section.